What's going on, my trainer club? We have the bug out event in Pokemon Go. So what I'm gonna do is bring you the top tips to make sure you maximize, get the most amount of shinies, the 100% IVs, and everything you need to know to succeed. So welcome to the trainer club, guys. Here we go. So the bug out event has started yesterday and it is going all the way until April 9th in your time zone that the events always end. For here on the West Coast, we are ending at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So we want to make sure that we are going to know what the new research tasks are that are specific to this event, which are going to include my top tips and then what we can do to help maximize to get the new shiny, which I'm sure a lot of people know by now is a Scyther. So Scyther is the new shiny for this event, which from the previous event, there was an Oddish, and I was looking at it like, man, that's gonna be pretty cool, like shiny Oddish. I know some people are like, man, that's not that cool, but Vileplume is pretty cool to me. I dig Vileplume. Now that we saw the Scyther in this one, I was like, maybe it's not gonna come out because they did that last time, but it happens to be that the shiny Scyther is out, which means you can get a shiny Scizor. So that is the thing to get for this event, and then also the other shinies that we're gonna go over that are out in the wild. So make sure to hit that sub button. You know I got that excellent throw video out for you guys, and I want to keep producing more content and sharing this content to help more trainers like you that have been with me for a while and know that we can help you improve your games quite significantly. All right, so we are going to recap the highlights and the features of the event right now. And shout out to Pokemon Go Hub for always putting together amazing articles. Absolutely love you guys, huge fan, and I utilize a lot of their content in my videos to help you guys succeed. So thank you guys to PokemonGoHub.net. Make sure to check them out, show them support, share their content, and be a part of their club too. So here we go. We are checking out the increased bug spawns. They're gonna be appearing in the wild a lot more. So obviously you guys have seen that. It is going pretty intense. And the feature of this event is going to be an hour-long incense. And while you are having this hour-long incense, you're going to have an increase in these spawns for the incense. So make sure to use those incenses if you guys have them and get out there and play as much as possible because the shinies are prevalent. I was using my gacha yesterday and I already got a shiny Pineco just driving, right? Because I'm not playing, my gacha's on and it caught it in the background. Love that feature. So now let's take my first tip. Top tip for the event is going to be to make sure to maximize on the limited edition bug research to try to get yourself a shiny good IV Scyther. So we are going to check it out right now. So what we have is we have catch 15 bug type Pokemon, which is going to give you 1500 Stardust. Normally I discard some of the lower Stardust, but 1500 Stardust for catching 15 bug Pokemon with them being everywhere is a pretty good task to have. I would suggest doing that. And then if you catch 10 bug type Pokemon, we have the shiny ding Scyther potential, and for level 15 the 100% IV is going to be 1160 for the Scyther. So the Scyther can also be shiny in the wild, so don't forget that. Make sure to go after as many as you can. And then we have catch 2 Wurmples, which is going to give us another shiny potential. One that I just recently got is going to be a Caterpie, and the 100% IV is going to be 187 for that Caterpie. And then we have catch 5 Ledybug or Spinarak, and we have the potential to get a Yanma. Yanma, super good. Yanmega, amazing bug type Pokemon. We are looking at a 100% IV at level 15 at 630. So if you have those Cinnastones, you get 100% or a close, and you want to evolve it and have a good one, this is a great chance. And then we're going to do evolve 3 bug type Pokemon, which is super easy. Just take those Wurmples, they're 12 candies to evolve them, and then you can get a Nincada, right? So Nincada, super rare. There's actually going to be a raid related as well, and the 100% IV is going to be 329. So we haven't seen the Nincada in a while, but now is a good time to stock up on these tasks, roll through your downtown areas, complete them, and make sure to try to get as many of these shinies and Pokemon that are rare, especially the Nincada has only been in research so far. And then my number 2 is going to be to maximize on the shinies that are going to be in the wild. So all the Pokemon are going to be Caterpie, we have Weedle, Paris, Venonat, Scyther, and Pinsir both have shiny potentials. Remember, the Pinsir has a shiny potential. I know from the event when it had all the shinies going on, that was very prevalent. I haven't seen too many people get shiny Pinsir since then, but it is out. We have the Ledybug, Spinarak, Yanma, Wurmple, Volbeat if it's in your respective area, Illumise, which is in our respective area. We have Anorith. I love the Anoriths. I think they're super awesome. We have Kricketot. We have Combee, which is a new Pokemon, a little bit rare. We have Shuckle, and then we have Shiny Pineco available as well. Love that Shiny Pineco, so make sure to be clicking on as many of those shiny potentials as you possibly can. And my number 3 is going to be to utilize the new bug Pokemon that are going to be in the raids to make sure you get the good IVs of the ones that you want if they aren't in the research tasks or whatever. But think about this, you're also able to get a level 20 and 25 respectively if they're boosted right in from the raid, so you can save yourself a little bit of Stardust, which is a hot commodity and it takes a little bit of time to build up. So we have the Ninjask, which is a level 4 raid. I don't know exactly how hard it's going to be, but make sure, I would say, to go in with at least 3 to 4 players at first. I'm sure you can do it with 2, but just to be safe, make sure to go in with that. So he actually has a max CP of 1969. So he is a little bit more attack-based bug, definitely not the best bug, but a really cool Pokemon. And he is double weak to rock. I wouldn't worry about any other of his weaknesses. He's double weak to rock. So just put in those T-Tars with Smackdown and Stone Edge and let them go to work. At level 20, we have a max CP of 1125. And then at level 25, which is going to be boosted in either the rain or the wind, he is going to be 1406. And then we have Shuckle in the raid at a level 3. Shuckle is actually a somewhat resilient raid boss for how small he is because of his defense, and he is going to have a weakness to water, steel, and rock. You're going to see a common thread between all these guys with the common weakness of rock. Knowing that and having some maxed out T-Tars with Stone Edge and Smackdown, which I hope you guys do because he's amazing. You could also use the Rampardos, but the T-Tar, most of us have those guys powered up. 100% Shuckle level 20 is going to be 231, and then level 25 boosted in the rain or the partly cloudy weather is going to be 289. And we have a shiny potential in the raid, which is going to be a Scyther. So Scyther is going to be double weak to rock as well. So here is another T-Tar, Smackdown, Stone Edge combination. You can also use the Golem, but the T-Tar is going to be reigning supreme. And at level 20, he's going to be 1546. And then at level 25, boosted in either the wind or the rain, he is going to be a 1933. And then if you're a bug lover and you love that Pinsir, Pinsir is also in the raids with a shiny potential. Would love to see an awesome IV shiny Pinsir. Super dope. I love Pinsir. He's cool. He is going to be normal weak to rock, flying, and fire. So you can use any of those guys. I still would suggest having those T-Tars in there. It's so easy when you're going against these bug guys. Just think rock, think T-Tar, Smackdown, Stone Edge, boom, go in, or Golems. And then we have the level 20 100% IV at 1690, and then level 25 boosted in the rain at 2113. And I am going to include some of the level 2 and level 1 raids just in case you want to try to get a good IV shiny, because some of these guys do not have tasks, and you can also get them at level 20. So we have Pineco, same weaknesses, rock, flying, fire, and then level 20 100% IV is going to be 633, level 25 is going to be 791. And then we have a Combee. If you were looking for a good IV Combee, this would be a good thing to do. Looky here, we have a double weakness to rock, so throw those T-Tars in there. Level 20 282, level 25 353 with a boost in wind and in rain. Surprise, surprise. And then if you, I'm throwing the Caterpie in here just because, why not? If you want to try to get a good IV shiny Caterpie, rock, flying, fire again, and he at level 20, he is going to be a 249 100% IV. In level 25, boosted in rain, he's going to be 312. So that is a potential for you to do if you feel so inclined to get out there. And then this last one, we are going to do Skorupi, and Skorupi is going to be weak to the same things, rock, flying, and fire, but also psychic. So you can use any of those guys, and the level 20 100% IV is going to be 576. And then under cloudy or rainy conditions, he is going to be boosted to 721. So keep an eye out for those. The reason I'm putting that guy in there is because for me, he's somewhat rare, and I would like to get a good IV, so I might as well go ahead and hit a raid and get a good IV. And then the last thing we're going to check out is the Kricketot, who is a straight bug. We have Rock Flying Fire, big surprise there. Level 20, 100% IV at 229, and then at 25 boosted in the rain, we are looking at 286. So those are the raids that are out there. So besides this, the weather conditions, always, when we have these type boosted events, you want to know what the boost for these Pokemon are in play during that time. So if it is raining, I know it is not the most opportune time to play, but rain weather in the game is going to be boosted bugs absolutely everywhere. So that is when you're going to want to play, because you're going to be able to get boosted IVs, you're going to have more prevalent spawns, and you're going to have boosted Stardust from these guys as well. So the rainy weather is your time to play, and make sure to click on as many of those Scythers, Pinecos, and the Caterpies as you possibly can to try to pull out those shinies. And obviously we are going to want to maximize out on the Incense. So we want to use as much Incense as we possibly can, because it is going to be the best thing for us to utilize during this event, because it's going to pull out more Pokemon and it's lasting for an hour. So we get 2 times the amount of the Incense as normal with increased spawns. And with the Incense, if you didn't know, the faster you walk, the more you're going to spawn. So it obviously caps out, but like a slow bicycle ride, right, is going to be more opportune than just walking slowly, because the Incense will start to spawn at a certain speed. It starts spawning more and more. So if you are on like a jog, or if you're on like a pretty quick paced walk, you're going to start spawning more Pokemon from your Incense. That is what we are going to do today, guys. We want to maximize everything we possibly can. Number one, it comes down really to the shinies, honestly. The new Scyther is awesome. Utilize the research to maximize on that and get everything you possibly can out of it. Try to get the shinies and go from there. That's really what I would suggest. And then we're going to make sure you utilize those Incenses. And I was checking out the boxes, and there's really nothing in there that points and jumps out at me that would say, yes, you need to get this. They actually dropped the raid passes from 15 to 10 in the Ultra Box. So for me, it's like, if you don't need it, don't buy it, honestly, right now. That's where I'm sitting with these boxes. I'm waiting for the boxes that came back like last summer when we had like 24 raid passes in there. I think that's how I maximize it. Everything else is just a bonus for me, but the raid passes are the most significant, and those are what I usually like to go after the most. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this event, and get out there and get those new shiny Scythers.